Well, you described what Montgomery, Alabama, what some of your duties were when you were in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, and then I was happy with the courage to let me go, not fire me up, but let me do what I wanted to do. Hard news. That's what they call it, hard news. And they stopped worrying about me. I said, well, I get killed somewhere. It's not your fault. Here, nobody sue you because you weren't even there, chicken. You know. so after a while, I think I did my best writing. During that period, the danger, I went to jail a couple of times. I was threatened, and I was almost raped, and all the bad things, which were really bad.
Are you talking about only in Montgomery or in other places that you were assigned to?
One instead of wherever there was trouble, they would call me, and it got to the point whenever there was trouble, I just left and went there, and they had called and said, "Please send me some money."
Oh yes,
yeah, that's the way I got full freedom, because I think I conned them. I said, they don't lynch women. They don't lynch women. They don't do this to women. And I said, women, I got an advantage being a woman. Everything you're doing, the comment is about men getting this, and they bought that. And I'm the one that got caught at a roadside thing where, I tell you a situation where it looked like 8 or 9 or 10 white men in a diner were about to rape me.
What?
Yeah, but fortunately, one person in that group and in that situation remembered that in the police department, when a woman is arrested for something, she had to be arrested by a woman.
And do you remember
and I kept them from raping me because they were about to take me, and there was nothing but a bunch of crackers, terrible crackers. Now the black men they'd already taken them to jail.
So you
and they
were
left
left
me there
there
alone with them. This is all well planned. Everybody knew it was gonna. Oh, I know. You remember the students were doing
the sit-ins? Yes.
Percy Sutton decided one day, well, we got to stop, putting the students in this kind of risk, and some of us grown-up men ought to do something. And so they took that started with 5 men from the NAACP, and that's the only thing I'm employed Percy for. Thank you, Mr. Percy.
Yes.
So that's how that got started. But I begged the men when the NAACP guys got together to go to Maryland to test this diner and go get arrested. Do what you're supposed to do and get arrested. They had a time. They didn't even want to let me go. I pleaded so hard and so bad a long time, they let me go. So I'm the only woman with the thing. The guys in the diner are all male crackers with guns, ready to do anything that had to be done. And approaching and knowing about every plan, the cops were coming to put us all in jail. And they took the guys and called them all kind of names. The guy who was talking dirty and calling us all kind of, he was reading from a script. That's just an aside. I said, boy, that dummy, he can't even read,
Yes.
I said, why they call him? And it turned out that I'm sitting there alone at this diner with these men behind the thing with guns in their hands and saying terrible racial things. And suddenly it occurs to me, ain't a cop around here. I'm sitting here, they're waiting for the cops to come back and take me. I've never been that frightened in my life, in my whole life. And as I think I just said, the law says that a woman must be arrested by a woman.
So you had to wait. They had to wait for a female cop to come.
Her name was Miss Kennedy.
You remember her name?
Kennedy, yeah.
Wow.
And she took me off. But that was so harrowing. The thought of that is more than I can bear even now.